Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So I'm gonna be participating in a new tag that is going around YouTube called My Beauty Community Tag. So this tag was started by Karla C, and she created this tag kind of as a response to some YouTuber. I'm not even gonna mention the name because apparently there's a whole lot of drama associated with this. I guess it was this gentleman that said some kind of derogatory things about the beauty community or the people in the beauty community. I'm slightly aware of what's going on, but not 100% because I do try to avoid, I don't need to waste my time watching videos that are negative like that. So I'm semi-aware, you're probably more aware than I am. So anyways, Karla C wanted to make a video, kind of a tag video, to involve a bunch of people in the beauty community, basically saying, hey, that ain't my beauty community. My beauty community is not toxic, it's loving, it's positive, it's uplifting. So now there's a lot of us beauty YouTubers kind of sharing our favorite creators and the people that inspire us. And I just think this is a wonderful idea. And thank you so much, Karla C, for creating this and allowing us all to be a part of it. And I certainly agree, that is not my beauty community either. I've been on YouTube now for, it's gonna be a year tomorrow actually, the 30th of June. I'm recording this on the 29th of June. And I have had nothing but a positive experience. I've found every interaction with anybody I've ever communicated with to be nothing short of positive. I'm so glad and relieved that there are a lot of people that feel this is a positive place to be, because I wasn't sure if I was just imagining it or whatnot. So I'm just so glad that this exists and that it's real, and that this community is absolutely as amazing as it seems if you surround yourself with the right people, especially. So basically there are like 10 categories where you kind of put your favorite YouTubers, you know, big or small, whatever, into these categories, and and just talk about them and share why you love them. And of course this is very loose. Kara's video, I've already watched it. It was very just fun and lighthearted, and and it's not strict, and mine certainly isn't going to be strict because I'm usually a very decisive person, but with this kind of a thing, I'm not very decisive. I like to include and all that kind of thing. So my video may be kind of a mess, but I'm sure Kara don't mind because she said, it's her tag, her rules, so it doesn't really matter. So I think the point of this is to talk about the positivity we have experienced from so many lovely people here in the YouTube beauty community, both big and small. So I came across this video for the first time through a channel called Makeup with Michelle. So of course, Michelle here on YouTube, she is kind of a newer friend of mine. I became associated with her, I think, through the eyeshadow palette tag. And so we've just now stayed connected ever since. And then the second tag that I saw was through also another friend here that I have named Kendall Elizabeth. And she included me in her tag video, which was so sweet. And it just means the world to me that someone would think to put me in their tag video. And I'm so happy to be a positive part of somebody's beauty YouTube experience. That is my goal, of course, in associating with others on here. So those two ladies are the two tags that I've seen so far, other than Kara's. Let me go ahead and share some of my favorite creators and why I love them so much. So before we get started, if you're here and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. That is the biggest way to show appreciation. Of course, watching and liking and commenting and sharing and all that stuff too, but definitely become a part of my community. Okay, so there are 10 categories, and I kind of wanted to start off by adding one because, on YouTube, we all start somewhere. We all upload that first video. We all wait for that first comment. We all wait for that first comment and that first subscriber that isn't our mom or our best friend. We kind of wait for that stranger. And in the YouTube community, those strangers then become our community, our friends, our family. And so I wanted to start this video off with a very special shout out to the people that have really gone on practically this year-long journey with me right from the very beginning. I've got 5 that really stand out in my mind. And the very first one, she was the very first person to comment on my video, and her name is Yessie Gonza here on YouTube. And Yessie is, she kind of specializes in vegan beauty and cruelty-free makeup, plus size clothing, and she does some amazing, vibrant eye looks, and so she has an amazing channel, and she was like my first contact in this world. And then my second is my friend Dede from DedeDecorteBeauty, and she is actually the only person that I'm technically friends with, like in real life. Like we have each other's phone numbers and we've talked outside of YouTube, and we've done a couple collabs together. And Dede is just a lovely, lovely person. She does lots of unboxing. She has several different beauty subscriptions. She used to work at Ulta, so she knows her stuff. She knows quality, and definitely someone you can turn to if you want to know something about a product. She has a great makeup collection. She does lots of collabs. She does lots of different eye looks. She does product reviews and hauls, and she just has a lovely channel, and she truly cares about her subscribers. So I am so blessed to have her in my life, and so she has been with me since very early on too. I think I found her and reached out to her, and we have just been supporting each other ever since. She comments on all my stuff and just has always supported me, and I'm forever grateful, ever grateful for my friend Dede. And then there's my girl Evany, who is also, I met around that same time, and we've just always supported each other. She has an amazing eyeshadow collection, and I love the way she wears eyeshadow. I think eyeshadow looks just so good on her, and she loves the lashes. We have that in common. we're both lash girls, and so her eye makeup always looks amazing. She's quirky, she's fun. Like I said, I so very much enjoy watching anything eyeshadow oriented from her, because she does have some really interesting palettes so I've always enjoyed my friend Evany. So, and again, just been there with me since very early on. So another one is Flawed and Fabulous, and she has been with me also too from very early on. I believe she found me and reached out to me, which always just feels so good when you're starting out. So a big, huge special shout out also to Stacy from Flawed and Fabulous. And then another one in this category is Nona from My So-Called Life 1977 or underscore 1977. I will have all of these channels linked below. But again, Nona is the type of person, she is just so sweet, so kind-hearted, just such a nice vibe coming from all of her comments. And I'll be commenting on someone else's and I'll see a comment from her too. She's so enmeshed in the community, and I just love that, and you can just feel the love come from Nona. And Nona, again, another one with an awesome makeup collection. She does lots of hauls, lots of really short and sweet videos that are just easy to binge watch, just showing you some things she's bought. And then of course she does makeup looks and collabs. So those ladies have been with me from very early on and have supported me through thick and thin this last year, and I'm forever grateful, because without those early supporters, it can be really hard to stick with it sometimes in those early days. So thank you all so much. Creator who makes me laugh, and again, like I said, I'm a little indecisive. There's two. So the first one is someone I also became acquainted with kind of fairly recently, and her name is Presley Ortiz, and she is so funny. I don't know that she knows how funny she is, but it comes out of nowhere. First of all, she is a makeup artist professionally. And one of the few that I think I actually know, because a lot of us here on YouTube, we do this because we love it. She is a legit makeup artist, she knows her stuff. She knows how to do makeup that looks good in person, that looks good in pictures. People trust her for their wedding day. That's pressure. That's just absolute pressure. And I just so very much, I admire that. That is, like I said, she's one of the very few that I'm aware of that I know that is actually a makeup artist. But she is so funny. She just has this style of talking, and she'll be going along, and then you've just got to check her out. Presley, if you're watching this, you really do. I enjoy your videos so very much. Not only are you just amazing at what you do, but you really are entertaining to watch. And as an entertainer in my real life, I very much appreciate that, especially just the naturalness of your funniness. if that makes sense. And then another one that also makes me laugh is Haley Claire. She is also so funny. And yeah, Haley, if you're watching this, you make me laugh. So she does lots of makeup looks as well. And she is just this kind of spunky personality and just amazing. Really, Haley girl, I think you're gonna go far. I really do. The YouTuber that teaches me, everybody. I mean, I have learned something from everybody in one shape or form, whether it's learning about a new website to buy something from or a technique. But I would have to say probably, I'm still kind of new to YouTube in the broad scheme of watching YouTube. So, but definitely like the trick of like using the concealer around my eyebrows. And I used to wet the brush and then dip it into like the eyeshadow. And then I learned you dip it into the eyeshadow and then you spray it with setting spray. So those are tricks that I use now every time I do my makeup, and I learned those from Juicyjas. I think that's how you say it, Juicyjas. Her name is Jasmine, and she's of course a big channel, but she's just lovely, just a very disciplined young lady. And I say young lady because I'm in my mid-30s, and a lot of these people are probably a good 10 years younger than me, and the respect that I have for them and the ability to forget that they're so much younger than me, because there's such a discipline that comes with having a YouTube channel. And Jasmine she just seems so disciplined and so dedicated. And obviously, I think she started her channel when she was like a teenager, and to be, I think she's been doing it for like 8 years, and to have almost 1 million subs, like she has in the 800 or 700,000. Very well deserved. And she's not a makeup artist, but she's always says she doesn't work with color very much, but those are my favorite looks that she does. I love the way she works with color. She also makes me want to buy things more than anybody. Like if she has a palette and does a look, I always end up wanting it. So she also makes me probably spend the most money. But yes, I've probably learned the most from her, but I learn from everybody. Every video I watch, there's something that I learn, however big or small. The creators that I feel lift others up. Pretty much if we've interacted at all, you've lifted me up, because just to reach out to someone or comment or something like that is uplifting to us creators. So that goes without saying, but I have 3 that really stand out in my mind. And the first one is Nona. Also goes as My So-Called Life 1977. Nona, I think, is just first class. It's supporting and uplifting. You know, when you see that you have a comment from Nona, you just know it's gonna make you feel good. It's just gonna make you feel good. And then also my friend Tiffany Desiree here, that I have not mentioned yet, that has a channel, and she does kind of all kinds of stuff. She does lifestyle, she does cleaning, she does makeup, she does empties, she does hauls, and she is just lovely. We're about the same age as well. And she's one of the first people that she shouted me out in one of her videos one time, just because. And so I don't know, I've just fallen in love with Tiffany. So Tiffany, if you are watching, just know that you've uplifted me, and it's just been a pleasure to know you through this platform. And so for the third person in this category, I'm gonna add Michelle from Makeup with Michelle, who I saw this tag through. And to see her do this tag and to not know it was a thing, and then to see her do this and to watch her tag, she is just so genuine and just so, again, we're about the same age, and you get to a certain age and you just get past all the crap, all the stuff. And she was so uplifting and positive about all the people she mentioned, and you could tell she just wanted to throw everybody into this video. And she just a very good uplifting vibe from her. And her channel has shot up really quick, and it's so well deserved, and it's so inspiring. I don't know, there's just something about her that makes you feel good. She just feels so authentically real and kind. So she is one of the 3 ladies that I wanted to put in that category for this. So Michelle girl, if you're watching, thank you so much, first of all, for doing this tag, and know that you were an inspiration to me, and I'm sure will be for others. You make us feel good. You make us feel good. So thank you so much. A YouTuber that I respect anybody that is able to do this at all, because it is not easy. As we all know, when we sometimes talk to people outside the YouTube community, people just don't know what all goes into it. So I think we all have a mutual respect for each other, knowing exactly, shooting the video is 10% of kind of what we do, and there's a lot that goes into it. So I respect everybody, everybody. But I wanted to give a special shout out and put this particular young lady, and I say young lady, I don't know exactly how old she is, but she might be my age, but there's a special place in my heart for this particular creator, and her name is Karla Salazar. I hope I'm saying your last name right. So, and I hope she doesn't mind me talking about her in this way, but I think it's so important that you all know this about her. I know she's gonna be watching because she's just, again, such a big supporter of mine. So she reached out to me and just asked me for some tips. And of course I'm thinking, God, who am I to give anybody any advice? I think she had 120 something subscribers at the time. This was about 3 or so weeks ago. And she just wanted to know any tips I had for her to grow, to help her grow, any tips or any insight I could give her. And she had 120 something subs, and she had been doing this for 8 years. And to still want to stick with it, I mean, you know, the respect that I have. And I will tell you what, I gave her some tips. There's no secret to this. I think everyone that does this, we know there's no secret. I mean, there's no real secret. But I just gave her some tips, some things that I thought helped me. I don't know if they actually did help me or if they did or not, but I just gave her some tips, and she has grown in the last couple weeks. I actually had to write her a message because I just, to see her growth and to see her, I'm just so proud of her. Karla, I'm so proud of you. And, you know, and that takes a certain amount of grit. You know what I mean? It really does. And I do think you need a certain amount of that in this world, you know, because as kind as it is, it's lonely. And it can be very slow to grow, and you have to be very patient. And so, Karla, I respect your ability to stick with it and your willingness to ask for help and to be so kind and uplifting to others when you are trying to find a way to also make it work yourself. Because sometimes that's the hardest thing, is to lift others up when we feel like we're stuck or we're struggling. So the fact that you were able to still be so supportive of me and others while being a little maybe frustrated, because I know how this gets, maybe being a little frustrated, just speaks volumes. And so that's going to get you far. But never lose that. Never ever lose that. This collection I love. So I don't know her first name. I used to know it and I've forgotten it. But her channel name is RareBeautyEnvy, and she also has an Instagram account called Pans and Obsessions. I'll have that linked below as well. And she has an amazing collection. She does these videos where she tells you how much money she spends, and they are just such a guilty pleasure to watch. She spends more money in a month than I do on my mortgage, and so she has an amazing collection. It makes me feel this big, but in the best way possible. She has an amazing collection. Definitely go check her out. And like I said, on Instagram, she's always posting pictures of palettes and things she has just to die for. So definitely go check her out. Creator whose creativity inspires me. So a creator whose creativity inspires me is Kelly Gooch. And she inspires me not necessarily because her makeup skills or her makeup collection or anything like that. I love her content ideas. She usually, I think, posts like 5 videos a week, like Monday through Friday. And she does a lot of like talking videos, like a lot of videos like this. And she comes up with some of the most interesting yet not weird topics, if that makes sense. Like she'll come out with like makeup packaging that I love. And so she'll talk about like 5 products of the makeup products that have the packaging she loves, and vice versa, like 5 products that I love but hate the packaging. Or I think she did a video on like palettes where she only wants 1 shade. I mean, can't we all like relate to that? Like I think we all like only ever want 1 shade most of the time. You know, her content is like, it's just never ending. She's like a content machine. And like I said, without it being weird or over the top or stretching, it's just things that like you see that she comes out with this video idea, and it's like, I should have thought of that myself, but I didn't, because she's just so creative, you know, and she can just think of these content ideas. So she definitely inspires me content-wise to realize, you know, sometimes as a new creator, that's a hard thing. Content can be a hard thing to come up with. And that really inspired me to think a little bit outside the box, that, you know, it's really not that hard. you can talk about anything, you know what I mean? And I love that. I love that. I love her channel and I love her content ideas. They're always so inspiring to me. Creator that I would most like to be friends with in real life. This again is a tough one. So the first one I'm gonna mention is my friend Dede, because we have talked outside of YouTube and we've done a couple collabs together. So she is definitely number one, and not that I wish to be friends with, but that I am friends with. So of course she's number one. And another one is Michelle with Makeup with Michelle, that I've mentioned a time or two in this video already. But she just, like I said, we're about the same age, and she just seems like somebody I would know in my real life. You know, sometimes there are just those people that you feel, I don't know if she reminds me of somebody that I know, but she does seem like somebody I would be friends with in real life. Just her personality, she just, like I said, just so authentic, and I just love that. So definitely Michelle. And of course my girl Tiffany Desiree, which I've already mentioned before. Again, we're a similar age, and I could just definitely see us being friends in real life. You know, just sometimes you get that vibes from somebody that you do feel like, I kind of feel like I am friends with them. Like she is somebody that I know, and she also makes YouTube videos. So definitely Tiffany Desiree. So my friend Kendall Elizabeth, I feel like we would really get along very, very, very well. She's just beautiful inside and out, and very sweet, and I feel like we really would be very, very good friends. So Kendall Elizabeth is definitely somebody that I could see myself being real life friends with and having a glass of wine with, and us just talking makeup, talking all kinds of things. She's just so bubbly, and I'm sure the two of us together would just be so bubbly. You know what I mean? So I would love to be friends with her. This is Kendall to you. So the other person on my list goes by Eyeshadowshopper here on YouTube, but her name is Tara. I just feel like her and I could sit and talk for hours about all kinds of stuff. So those are definitely the ladies that stand out in my mind. But I'm sure that I could become friends with so many more, and I wouldn't even have the time to be able to devote to everybody. Creator that gives off good vibes. I picked two for this category. Number one being the last lady that I mentioned, Tara from Eyeshadowshopper here on YouTube. She just does. She does a lot of, let me tell you about her channel a little bit. She does a lot of cleaning videos, a lot of motivational, like clean with me, organizing stuff. But she also does Friday night swatch night, and she has her glass of wine, and she swatches her eyeshadow palettes, and she'll do like quick little get ready with me's, like get ready, like getting ready for work, and she does haul videos. And like I said, she has you, like, she'll organize and clean in her home, and when you watch those videos, you really do truly feel like you are with a girlfriend, like you are being invited into her home. And there is just something so warm feeling about watching her videos, and she just gives off this vibe as just somebody you want to be around, like someone whose home you want to go to, somebody who you want to spend Friday nights swatching eyeshadow with. Just absolutely lovely. So she definitely gives off just super awesome vibes. And then the second person on that list is a bigger channel. It's a girl named Kelly Strack, and to be such a big channel, I think she's up almost to 1 million, and I think she, again, is probably considerably younger than me, but she is just, you can just see the goodness coming from inside of her. You know, just to be such a big channel, she just has such a good vibe. You can tell she is just as good as gold on the inside. So definitely get good positive vibes from her too. I don't watch her videos as much as I should. So she's definitely somebody, I need more of Kelly Strack in my life. Category number 10 is honorable mentions. The first one is Lowzza. That is her YouTube name, and her name is Lowry. I think I'm saying all that right, but she is from the United Kingdom, and we've been acquainted with each other for quite a while, and she is just fun and spunky. She does all kinds of things on her channel, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned her. And then the second person I wanted to put in honorable mentions is Arielle with Always Arielle, and we've again been acquainted for quite some time, and again, she's fun and spunky. She does lots of different types of things on her channel too, like from unboxings to like palette reveals and swatches and looks, and just has a very fun channel. And like I said, we've been acquainted with each other for quite some time as well. So before I wrap this video up, I know I have a fly buzzing around me. I literally have those fruit fly traps like everywhere, and I don't even have any fruit. So before I wrap this video up, just know if you are in my community, just know that you are, whether you were mentioned in this video or not, if you are watching right now, especially right now considering it's the end, you are an important part of my beauty community and my life, because YouTube has become such an important part of my life, and definitely something that I see for my future, for my next chapter in life. And if you know a little bit about me, you'll know I'm an entertainer. In my real life, I've been in the entertainment industry for about 20 years now, and one thing I have learned from the YouTube community that I wasn't always in this mindset in the entertainment industry was that in the YouTube community, there truly is a place for everybody. There is room for everybody. The very nature of YouTube, people love to binge watch. So with the idea that people binge watch, there's room for everybody. And the entertainment industry is not always that way. You know, you can have other girls or other entertainers that are great and they get the job and you don't. And I love the entertainment community. I'm still a part of it to this day, and it's an amazing thing to my life, but did not know what to expect getting into YouTube, and I have been so pleasantly surprised. So know that even if you weren't mentioned in this video because I either forgot, because my mind is everywhere this week, or always, just know that you are such an important part of my community. So just know that, and thank you so much for the never-ending support and love, and for making my first year on YouTube just absolutely amazing, something that I grow to love more every day, and I want you to continue to be with me for it. So thank you so much. And of course, I'm inviting anybody that watches this, join in this tag. Make sure you give credit to Kara C for creating this, and talk about your community. And if you do this video, drop a comment down in the comment section below and let me know, because once this is uploaded and up, I'm gonna be binge watching as many of these as I can find. And don't forget to check out everybody that I mentioned is gonna be in the description box. So check out all of their channels, show them some love, be a part of this lovely community with all of us. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.